Hi, Crafty Pals. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a paper rose. So I have here a red rose and a white rose, but this time I'm going to make a vintage color rose. For the flower template, we have here 5 layers. So we have the 6 petal one for the first layer, and then 4 petal one for the second layer, and then for the last 3 layers in different sizes, we have a 5 petal one. Then I have a spare 6 petal layer and 4 petal layer for the rosebud. So it's just the same for the first two inner layer. We have this for our leaves and for our calyx. We're going to need number 18 floral wire for the stem, number 22 for our leaves. We're also going to need a small piece of tissue paper just so we have the inner layer to hold on to. Let's start. So the first thing that you have to do is to prepare the floral wire. Create a loop on top. Wrap around a small piece of tissue paper so there's something for the inner layer to hold on to. Using your shaping stick, just roll the petals inwards to curl it on a slightly slanted position like that, and do it to the rest of the petals. For the second layer, you're going to do the same. Just curl it like that. And then for the last 3 layers, the first thing you have to do is fold it on the center like this. And then flip it on the other side and then curl slightly the side, slightly slanted position. So it has a fold in the center and then curled underneath the petals. Again, fold in the center. And then curl underneath, slightly slanted, going to the center, outwards, going to the end of the petal. That. And the last piece. Let's start building our paper rose. First, get the 6 petal layer. Thread it to the wire. Apply some glue. Glue it like this, hugging onto the other part. And then secure it with glue onto the tissue paper. Grab the petal in front of it. Apply a small amount of glue on the inside. And hug it onto the petal. Grab another one. Apply glue on the inside. Hug it onto the petal but leave a small opening, and then grab the petal in front of it. Do the same thing, leaving a small opening, and do it to the last two remaining petals, just like this. Now grab the 4 petal layer, thread it through, secure it with glue. This time, you're not going to apply glue on both sides. You're just going to apply glue on one side first. So I'm going to apply glue on the left side. And then stick it onto the flower. So leaving the other side open. Next one, onto the adjacent petal. I'm doing the same, applying only glue on the left side. And then sticking it to the flower. Then applying glue again. And then on the last petal, I'm gonna apply glue again on the left side, tucking it on the inside. This is what it looks like. So the reason for this is so that the unglued petal part, we're going to curl it outwards like this. Just curl it slightly. So just like that. And then we're going to glue it onto the bottom part. Just like this. So as you can see here, our paper rose is starting to bloom already. So redefine the curl. So this will be the rose bud as well. Grab the small pie petal layer and then thread it through. Apply glue again. Secure it right here. Glue the lower part right here. And then do it to the adjacent petal. Repeat the process till the last petal. Tuck it slightly onto the adjacent petal. Our paper rose is starting to bloom already. As you can see here, we have a small bloom. Add the next layer, the slightly larger one. And then you want to line up the petal on the gaps right here, like this. So this is what it will look like. And then again, glue each of the bottom layer onto the previous layer. Just a small amount of glue just to secure it in place. And just repeat the process to the last layer. And we're done with the flower. For our calyx, so just curl it up by swiping the curling stick like that. And then flip it over and curl the top part of the calyx. Slide it through the floral wire, apply glue, and make sure that the calyx will line up to the gaps of the petal to cover it up, and secure it again with a tiny bit of glue. Let's set this aside and let's create the rosebud first. So just like the previous one, prepare the floral wire, grab a tissue paper and wrap it around. Shape the petal. You can leave it as this for a flower bud. I want one that is looking like starting to bloom already. So I'll add another layer. Lastly, add the calyx. Make sure that it covers up the tiny gaps underneath and glue it up high. Just like that, we have our paper rose bloom and its flower bud. Wrap the stem with some tissue paper again to give it more thickness. Let's prepare the leaves. Adding hot glue. You can use regular glue. Then again, I want to speed up the process and just use hot glue. Cover it with a piece of the paper. And this is going to be the bottom part of the leaf. You have to really act fast right here because the hot glue will dry quickly and you want to secure the wire in between the paper. Just like that. Score the leaf for definition. Just like this. I'm gonna wrap each leaf with floral tape to protect the wires. Just a piece of floral tape, then wrap it securely right here. attach this two with floral tape so you can add more leaves. So just like this, create this look, or you can just add two. Wrap with floral tape, then add your leaf. That. And then the other one. That. Opened it like this. Fold head a bit. Ta-da! Finally, our flower bud. Wrapping it up like that. And ta-da! You have your paper rose. So I have a vintage one, a white one, and a classic red one. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. See you guys on the next one.